Hello everyone, welcome back. So like the title said, we're going to make a lighter. And I just have a bunch of stuff I had laying around. This is from a Zippo. This holds the flint. So we're going to use that. The only thing I had to buy was this rod. I had a piece of 30-06 shell, but it's not the same thickness. The wall thickness is different. It's thinner up here and thicker down here, so that's not going to work out for what I had planned. So this rod was like $2.38 at Ace Hardware, and then I had to buy this nut because I have a plan on making a cap to keep it sealed. So this was 99 cents. So that's all I really had to buy. So the rest of this stuff, this is very hard aluminum. I'm gonna guess this is probably like an aircraft aluminum, but it's some tough stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to make each side separately. The part that holds the wick and the batting and is going to be separate, and then the part that holds the flint is going to be separate, and then we're going to figure out how we're going to get them together. So I got some ideas in my head, maybe using something like this in between, drill some holes, but first thing we want to do is we want to get the flint part together. I also have the striker from the Zippo, so we got to figure out how we're going to get that mounted onto there, and I'm pretty sure we're going to use this. So let me get some get a Sharpie, and we'll start to see if we could design something to hold this. So I have the Sharpie. So what we're going to want to do is, let's find a piece aside that's pretty square. I think we got something right there. And we're going to want to get an estimate of how thick this is. I think that should be enough meat on each side. And we're going to place this down. We'll cut a little extra off. Alright, so we're going to want to start with that. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it a little bit longer so I have something to hold on to while I'm working on the top, and then we could trim it off. So the first thing I'm going to do is take this over and cut it with a hacksaw. I'm not going to bore you, and I'll come back when I have this little piece cut. Okay, so we have the little piece cut. Now the next thing I'm going to want to do is make a slot right in there. Okay, we're going to want to go down, I would guess at least to there. Again, I left this long so we could adjust it. Whoa. So just give myself a little reference line. So we're going to want to make that slot as straight as we possibly can. So we want to stay inside those lines. So I'll do the same thing with the saw, and then we got to figure out how to get the actual piece out of the middle. This would be great if you had like a little milling machine. You could do it real quick, but I'll probably end up doing it with a file. Alright, let me get over and cut those two slots. Okay, so I got that cut. I didn't have to worry about how I was going to get it out because it looks like I went a little bit off over here. And when it got down to the bottom, the piece just came out. I mean, it was a sliver. So now I have to file this to get this wheel to fit in there. And then we're going to have to drill a hole through there and a hole through here to accept the part where the flint's going to go. So let me get this set up on my little portable vise, and we'll get some files out and we'll get at it. Alright, so I have the piece in the vise, and I'm just going to start using these little needle files to get it to fit. Alright, so you get the idea there. When I get a little closer, I'll bring you in for a close-up shot. Alright, so we have this roughed out. Now the next step is going to be to drill a hole through the center of this. Okay, now what we need to do is, this spring sticks out a pretty good distance, and it's pretty powerful. So what I'm going to want to do is, I'm going to want to start with drilling the hole from this side, the same diameter as the inside of this. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to drill right through there. Come out the bottom, and then I'm going to come from the bottom and I'm going to drill it the same width as this, so this fits in. And I'm probably going to stop right around there, so that this will actually stick off a little higher off the top, and there'll be plenty of spring action to send the flint up to the wheel. And then once we get that done, we're going to drill the hole here to hold the wheel. But let's get this done first. So I'm not going to bore you watching me drill a hole. You've seen me do that dozens of times. So I'm going to drill, like I said, this one first through here, and then from the bottom so that this fits in here. So let me drill that and I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, so we have those two holes drilled. So as you can see, this fits in there, and a little spring comes through. I just got to make sure that we have enough tension on here. So alright, let's get the wheel, and we're going to drill the hole here for the wheel. And hopefully we'll see. So we have the wheel, and we're going to want to get that wheel pretty far down and centered on that hole. Alright, that looks good. So we're going to want to grind that a little bit to get that flatter. Alright, so I did just a little grind on here so I could spin the wheel. Got the flint in there. Let's see. There you go. So that works. That's awesome. Take that out. Alright, so now the next thing is going to be to shape this up to make it look aesthetically pleasing on here. So just a bunch of filing. I'll probably contour this, something like that maybe. Grind some of this off, make it just a little bit more neater, and then we'll JB weld that together and we'll put a pin in there. So let me do some shaping of this, and I'll bring you back and I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, so I'm almost there. Got a little bit more filing to do, make sure the same amount of exposure here is all the way around. I trimmed it down. If you can see that line, that's where it was, all the way down to there. And I didn't like the way it looked. I thought it looked too kind of bulky and off. So, got a lot more hand filing to do. I want to try to get this tapered down pretty close to this piece here. And then I could JB weld this in. So I'm going to do that. It's getting a little late now. I'm losing daylight. And like I said, I kind of filmed this stuff outside. So I'll finish this part, and I'll get this JB welded up. You all saw me do that before. And then we'll come back and we'll make a pin and get this pinned in. And then this piece will be done. So we're going to call this the end of part one. And as always, everyone, I really appreciate your views. I appreciate your comments. And I hope you all are having a great day. And we'll catch you on part two.